I'm back with the College Football Playoff Eliminator. After the first 3 weeks, we were left with only 57 teams fighting for a shot at making College Football Playoff. This is what the field looked like. How has that changed? Let's find out. To remind you of the criteria, Group of 5 teams are eliminated after a single loss, while Power 5 teams are allowed up to one loss, except if it's against a Group of 5 team or an FCS team. Now, let's get into it. In Week 4, Clemson received their second loss against Florida State, eliminating them awfully early. California, Arkansas, Michigan State, Minnesota, and Mississippi State all received their second loss as well, losing to fellow Power 5 schools. And Memphis lost their first game to Missouri, eliminating them. In Week 5, NC State, Auburn, Arizona, Colorado, LSU, Florida, UCF, and TCU all lost the second game to a Power 5 school, eliminating them. Meanwhile, Georgia State lost their first game, eliminating them too. In Week 6, Kansas State received their second loss. So did Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Syracuse, Rutgers, and Wake Forest. They're all eliminated. Fresno State and Marshall lost their first game of the year this week too, eliminating them. Week 7 saw West Virginia lose their second game against my Houston Cougars, eliminating the Mountaineers. Miami, UCLA, Washington State, Kansas, Kentucky, Maryland, BYU, and Wisconsin all lost their second game of the year too, so they are all eliminated. And in Week 8, Florida State eliminated Duke. Alabama blew out Tennessee in an eerily similar game to FSU and Duke, because both teams were tied at halftime, and the better team just blew them out in the second half. Interesting. Utah eliminated USC in a thriller, and Minnesota upset Iowa. To recap, up to this point, 3 teams have been ineligible all season. 38 teams were eliminated in Week 1, 21 teams in Week 2, 14 teams in Week 3, 7 teams in Week 4, 9 teams in Week 5, 8 teams in Week 6, 8 more teams in Week 7, and just 4 teams in Week 8. That means 112 of 133 FBS teams have been essentially eliminated from college football playoff contention. We're only heading into Week 9, and here are the remaining teams vying for a shot at the playoffs. First off, the unbeatens: Air Force, Florida State, Georgia, James Madison, Liberty, Michigan, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Washington. Teams with one loss include Alabama, Louisville, North Carolina, Ole Miss, Oregon, Oregon State, Tennessee, Texas, and Utah. So clearly, the playoffs are still wide open, and there are a handful of games for these teams, and they're going to have to play their heart out to make the case for earning a top 4 ranking come December. We are entering the time of the year where the best college football is played, so expect more videos coming soon. That's all I have for today. See you next week.